Alright, and we are live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaguro. And of course, welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. Hello, of course, sa lahat ng members ng Team Pavlov, our Let Babies for March of next year. And of course, patuloy pa rin po tayong naghahanda para sa inyong licensure examination for teachers. At sa katunayan po, tonight, we will have the first discussion of professional education. This, of course, is under our diagnostic test. Again, this is for Let March 2024. So again, paki-like na po, paki-love, and of course, paki-share ng ating video. Very important that you are sharing our video so that we can reach out to more people, no? So paki-share na po ng ating video, mga kaguro. And of course, meron pa rin tayong sorpresa sa mga nakiki-public share ng ating pong video, no? Dapat po, you share the videos publicly para po mapasali kayo, no, sa mga maaring manalo ng ating pong GCash. Okay? So again, just send a message to this Facebook page, no, kung hindi naman po kayo member pa ng Team Pavlov and you'd want to become a member of Team Pavlov para po dire-diretso yung inyong panonood. And of course, you can download all our files. Just send a message through our Facebook page. Now, again, you can see on the screen our schedule for November. No? So tonight, of course, is the 24th. This is the first discussion for professional education. The next two nights under November, no, in the month of November, would still be professional education with me. And of course, tapos na po tayo sa ating Gen Ed. Kasama natin din si Coach Toto and of course, si Coach June. And of course, ongoing din po yung ating civil service na review program if you will be taking the CS or CSE. That's for March still, no? Professional level or sub-prof, po pwede din po kayo mag-join. Just send a message through this Facebook page. Ganon din po yung ating Let Majorship, no? Meron po tayong majorship. So again, for any of these questions, kung paano po nga ba mag-join, paano hindi nakakat yung ating live, just send a message po dito sa ating Facebook page, okay? Now, again, it's a very good news na meron po tayong partnership with Capstone College for their hybrid Let Refresher certificate program. So again, this is open for all OFWs in Hong Kong and Macau, and this is specifically designed for our old curriculum na graduates of education. And again, as we've mentioned, ang kagandahan po nito, you will be receiving your CPE certificates because of course, Capstone College po is a licensed or is a registered school dyan po sa Hong Kong. So if you'd want to join us, no, sa ating Gurong Pinoy Hong Kong and Macau group, just send a message through their WhatsApp. You can see their numbers on your screen right now or po pwede din nyo pong i-visit yung kanilang office. Nakikita nyo din po yan sa inyong screen ngayon. No? Again, our classes would start bukas na po yung Saturday group, and of course, ang atin naman pong Sunday group would be on Sunday. That's November 26. Again, just send a message to their WhatsApp or just visit their office. All right, so again, as I've mentioned, this is Prof Discussion Part 1 for your diagnostic test for Let March 2024. Like, love, share our video, start a watch party, tag your friends. But of course, let's all have our opening prayer. Kagaya nga po ng every night na meron po tayong discussion, we'd always start with our opening prayer. So samahan niyo po ako mga kaguro. Dear Lord, I come to you to ask for your guidance and direction in this study session. I ask that the Holy Spirit fill me with strength, creativity, and understanding to get through my studies without difficulty or sin. Help me hold my focus and attention. Help me to retain all that I learned. Please make my mind sharp and keep distractions at bay. If any part of my studying is weak or lacking in some way, let it be revealed so that I may correct it. Thank you for this opportunity to learn. Amen. Alright, so once again, this is Prof. Ed Diagnostic Test Discussion 1. Paki-share na po ng ating video, like and love our video. Publicly share our video so that mga pasama po kayo sa maaaring manalo no, ng ating pong GCash maya-maya. Okay, so again, share our video. Let us all start with question number 1. Okay, very easy, na very common question. Gas-gas na po ito sa inyong licensure exam for teachers na review. On learning deficiencies, what is known as a learning disability in reading? Okay, this is a learning disability in reading. Would this be letter A, dyslexia? Letter B, dyscalculia? Letter C, dysgraphia? Or letter D, dyspepsia? What is your choice? Okay, please put that in our comment box. Ilagay po yung inyong answer, number 1, and the letter of your choice dyan po sa ating comment box. Okay? Again, please do participate sa ating pong experience, no? Yung mga nakakapasa at yung mga nagtatap po, of course, are those that are very active at yung mga medyo tawag dito, yung mga makukulit pa nga no, sa ating pong live stream. Okay, what do you think is the right choice for question number 1? I see a lot of letter A's. Dyslexia, tama kaya no, yung dyslexia? For number 1 kaya tumpak na kaagad? Or number 1 kaya ligwak na kaagad? Okay, the correct choice here, of course, learning disability in reading. Ang tumpak na choice, of course, would be letter A. Tama po kayo, no? Po kaya. Tama po kayo. And the correct choice is dyslexia. Parang nagkakaroon na din ako ng dyslexia, no? Learning disability in reading. Okay, let's take a look at the different learning disabilities that we have here on your screen. So again, when you say dyslexia, this is an inability to read and spell well, no? So usually, the letters are interchanging when they try to read it. Now, if you have watched the movie, Every Child is Special dati no sa ating mga graduates, palaging pinapanood to sa atin dati ng ating mga teachers na Every Child is Special. Si Ishan had dyslexia no, so he would always say the letters are dancing whenever he tried to read. Okay, so that is the inability to read and spell well. Dysgraphia is the inability to write, no? So graph writing. And of course, you have dyscalculia, which is the inability to perform math calculations. Sometimes some of you would claim na meron kayong dyscalculia no, sa mga medyo allergic sa math. All right? So we cannot choose B nor C. Ang dyspepsia, of course, ito po yung pananakit ng tiyan o kabag. Ito po yung dyspepsia ang tinatawag. So letter A for number 1. We go to number 2. Which of the following characteristics among learners can indicate that their parents have been authoritarian? Letter A, fearful, inhibited. Letter B, strong, outgoing. Letter C, open, friendly. Or letter D, responsive and active. Okay, what do you think is the right choice? For question number 2, very easy, no? Question number 2, it is very easy for you to find the right choice even if you are not familiar with all the parenting styles that we have, no? Sometimes these parenting styles, ito din po yung ginagamit natin in teaching, okay? So usually we'd say there are 4 major parenting styles, no? So even if you are not really familiar with the rest of the parenting styles that we have, I'm pretty sure that by the power of elimination, no, or odd one out, then you can easily see our answer for question number 2. So what is your choice number 2? I see a lot of letter A's for number 2. Tumpak kaya ang letter A for question number 2? Letter A kaya ang ating tumpak na choice? So again, going back to our question here, now, which of the following characteristics among learners can indicate that their parents have been authoritarian? No? So usually we'd say bad-si-arian, di ba? Bad-si-arian, authoritarian. Okay, the correct choice right here, of course, would be letter A. Tumpak po yung letter A, fearful, inhibited. Now remember, I've mentioned kahit hindi nyo familiar, kahit hindi po kayo familiar with all the parenting styles that we have, you can easily see the the odd one out. No? Strong, outgoing, napaka-positive nito. Open, friendly, positive. Responsive and active, also positive. The odd one out would be letter A, fearful and inhibited. But of course, let's take a look at the different types of parenting that we have. No? So ito yung authoritarian. Mataas yung kanyang expectations, but it is mainly based on discipline and following of rules. No? Unsupportive siya. Wala siyang suporta sa kanyang anak. You just have to follow my rules. No? So there's no warmth, there's no love towards the kid, but the expectation of the parent is very high. Okay? So in return, the kid becomes fearful or inhibited. Takot, no? Takot mag-voice out ng kanyang opinion, takot magsalita yung bata. Now, the best type of parenting that we can have would be authoritative. So, ito po yung authoritative, no? So, again, yung authoritative mo is positive and authoritarian naman po is negative, no? So, we'd always say, bad si Arian. Authoritative, your expectations are clear, your expectations are high. I want you, anak, to be doing well in school, no? And you also have definite rules, but you are supportive. Yan po yung pagkakaiba nila ng authoritarian. Parehas po silang high yung expectations. You are expecting your child to be achievers in school, to do well in school and even in life, but authoritative is supportive while authoritarian is not. Okay? Now, you're permissive and uninvolved. On the other hand, these two are also similar in that wala silang high expectations. Low po yung expectations nila, no? Walang ine-expect na mag-excel yung bata, hindi kailangan mag-aral yung bata. Pero yung pagkakaiba po nila, your permissive is very responsive. No? So, very high yung amount of support. Very loving, very doting your parent. No? Yung parents mo dito sa permissive. So, usually, this is the type of parents that would make spoiled kids. Okay? Dahil walang expectations from the kid, kahit ano po pwedeng gawin ng kid, no? And go lang ng go yung parents. Yung mga masyadong friendly natin na teachers, ganyan din po, no? Your permissive teachers. You are creating spoiled students na magiging sakit ng ulo mo din bandang huli, no? So, uninvolved naman po, ayan, walang boundaries at walang support, no? So, yan din po yung pagkakaiba nila ng permissive. Yung permissive mo, excessive yung support, no? Pero yung uninvolved mo, walang suporta. No? So, negligent na parents or uninvolved or detached na parents. Okay? So, hinahayaan lamang yung bata. Alright? But for number 2, letter A is tumpak. Thumbs up po sa mga nakakuha ng tumpak na choice. Congratulations. Number 3, if a test item has a discrimination index of negative 0.30, what should you do? Letter A, reuse it. Letter B, discard it. Letter C, improve on it. Or letter D, return it to the data bank of test items. Now, let's take a look at your index here. It's negative 0.30. Now, when you are talking about your discrimination index, this is the measurement of how a certain item would let you know, no, or would discriminate, would show you the different groupings of your students in your classroom, kung alin yung mga magagaling at alin yung mga medyo bobits. Okay? So, it can discriminate. It can show you kung sino yung mga magagaling at sino yung hindi. No? So, if the discrimination index of a certain item is negative 0.30, ano nga ba yung inyong gagawin? This, of course, is part of your item analysis. No? If the different items in your test are good, or if they are really valid, no, they are measuring what they are supposed to measure. Okay, should you reuse it, discard it, meaning remove, throw it, improve on it, or return it to the data bank of test items? And of course, ang tumpak na choice natin dito would be to discard it. Basta negative po, discard ka agad. Basta nega siya, itapon na kaagad. Katulad din po ng inyong mga ex, no? Or maaring jowa nyo pa rin hanggang ngayon kasi po kayo ay martir, no? So negative na, ang dami na pong red flags, keep nyo pa rin ang keep, no? You are still trying to hope that this person would improve, that this person would be a better person, no? That you can make this person a better person. Pero basta discrimination index of a negative po, you have to already remove or throw or discard it. So sana po yung mga taong ganyan, yung mga taong nega sa ating buhay, discard na din po. Alright? So these are our verbal interpretations for the different discrimination indices that we have, no? So yung magandang discrimination index po would be 0.40 and above. Okay? So that means it is a very good item. It can discriminate. No? It's very discriminating. It can show you the good group or the bright group and the medyo bobits na group. 0.30 to 0.39 po pwede na. Okay? So good item. 0.20 to 0.29, moderately discriminating item. Nakaka-discriminate pa naman siya, no? 0.10 to 0.19, not discriminating or marginal item. Ayan na, no? Papunta na siya sa po pwede mong i-revise. Okay? So po pwede mo pong i-improve that 0.10 to 0.19. And below 0.10, lalong-lalo na po yung mga negative, it is a poor item, questionable item, and so you have to discard it. No? Wala na pong remedyo. Alright? And so, letter B, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. We go to question number 4. If I apply Vygotsky's theory of learning, which will I do? Letter A, allow the child to choose his learning activity. Letter B, establish classroom discipline from the very start. Letter C, assist the child where he needs assistance until he can be on his own. Or letter D, follow a logical arrangement of topics. What would you do if you believe in Vygotsky's theory of learning? Ano-ano nga ba yung mga pinaniniwalaan? Or ano-ano nga ba yung impluensya ni Vygotsky sa atin, o Lev Vygotsky? Would it be allowing the child to choose his learning activity? No? So medyo existentialist siya. Letter B, classroom discipline from the very beginning. Letter C, assist the child where he needs assistance until he can do it on his own. Or letter D, follow a logical arrangement of topics. All right, I see a lot of letter C sa ating comment box. And tumpak po yung letter C. No? So we have to assist the child. Ito po yung tinatawag nating scaffolding ni Vygotsky. No? So when you say scaffolding, alam niyo naman po kung ano yung scaffolding, di ba? Yung sa construction, yung scaffold. Okay? So yung mga metal na pinagdugtong-dugtong para maupuan, no, ng ating mga karpentero, ng ating mga workers, no, or maaring kapag medyo kapos yung budget, hindi metal, no, kawayan pwede, no, so po pwede naman po yung kawayan. Okay, so when you say scaffolding, katulad din po niya, no, katulong siya ng mga carpenters natin. Scaffolding is any tulong din po na ibibigay mo sa bata, no, so any help, any aid that you can give a child or a student, that would be termed scaffolding. That's according to Vygotsky. Okay, so meron siyang tinatawag na zone of actual development or ZAD. Ito yung kaya ng bata kung walang tulong. Okay, so walang tulong. Pero meron din siyang ZPD na zone of proximal development. Ito naman, itong kulay yellow, kaya ng bata kapag ka may scaffold, kapag ka may tulong. Kung wala pong tulong, hindi kakayanin ng bata. And so it's very important that we are helping our kids and our students, no? Although meron din namang tinatawag na out of reach zone, no? These things here the child cannot do even if meron pong scaffolds. Maaring hindi siya ready, no? Wala siya sa readiness. Kumbaga, hindi pa niya talaga kaya. Maaring masyado siyang bata or masyado siyang immature for this activity. Okay, so scaffolding, yung ating hinahanap kanina, letter C is tumpak. We go to number 5, which is most likely the behavior of students whose minds are solely aided by the id. Okay, id. Would it be letter A, students who discuss and ask questions a lot? Letter B, students who be very considerate and understanding with one another? Letter C, students would find it difficult to wait patiently for their turn at the canteen when hungry? Or letter D, students who do more independent work? Okay? So dito, no, pwede mo din pong i-apply as part of your test-taking strategy yung odd one out. Alin ba dito yung hindi maganda? Alin ba dito yung negative, no? So sabi ng letter A mo, the students would be discussing and would be asking a lot of questions. So that means the students are going to get involved, no? Letter B, students would be very considerate, kind, understanding with one another. Ang letter C mo, the students would find it difficult to wait patiently. Hindi sila makakapaghintay when they are hungry. And letter D mo naman po, students who do more independent work. They can do independent work. I see. Okay, ayan, letter C is a comment box. And of course, letter C, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Add one out, this is the only negative choice. Okay, so letter C is tumpak, no? This, of course, is based on Freud's theory. Okay, so ayon kay Freud, may tatlong aspeto, no, na nag-i-impluwensya sa ating pong personality. The id, the superego, and the ego. No? So yung id at superego mo po dito, parehas silang extremes. Kumbaga yung id, napaka-animal, no? Napaka-hayop. Yung superego naman po, napaka-anghel. Okay? So napaka-buti, banayad, no? Walang bahid ng kasalanan. Ayan po yung superego mo, moralista. No? And the ego, since it is found in the middle, it is the middle ground. It is the balance between the two. Okay? So sabi ng id, I want to do that now. No? I want to eat now. Kasi nga sabi kanina sa ating item or sa ating choice, they will not be able to wait. Diba? Ang superego mo naman, it's not right to do that. No? Napaka mahinhin, moralista ng inyong pong superego. At ang ego mo naman, it's always trying to find the balance between the two. No? Maybe we can compromise. Siguro po pwede kang kumain, pero dapat tapusin mo muna yung inyong ginagawa. Or dapat maghintay ka muna for the bell for your recess. Okay? And so, letter C, it's talking about the id, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. We go to number 6, what is being asked of students in a task to determine elements and explain them in relation to other parts of the whole. Would this be letter A, analysis, letter B, assessing, letter C, recall, letter D, understanding? Okay, as you can see now, I have been underlining the words, I have been circling the words, and when you take the let, you can also do this, no? So po pwede po, hindi po bawal na salungguhitan or bilugan yung mga words, no? You try to find the hints, and so po pwede po mag-underline or mag-circle po kayo. Okay, so here, you are trying to determine the different elements, the different parts, and you explain them in relation to the other parts of the entire thing, okay, of the whole. And so, ang tumpak na choice po natin dito, tama po yan, it would be letter A, analysis, okay? So, not assess, not recall, not understanding. Let's take a look at Bloom's taxonomy, no? So, parte po yan ng inyong Bloom's taxonomy. And this, of course, is the new version, no? Anderson's version na to ng inyong Bloom's taxonomy. Okay, so remember, this is recall, no? Very easy, simple knowledge lamang po ito. Simple recall, that's your remembering. Understanding, when you can paraphrase, when you can explain concepts using your own words. Apply, of course, whatever you've learned inside the classroom, nagagamit mo siya to solve real-life problems, okay? Analyze, yan po yung ating sagot, no? Break down information, the different elements into or the whole into its component parts, no? So yan po yung ating choice kanina kasi you are breaking down the different elements and you explain the relationship of these elements as part of the whole, no? So that's analysis. Hinihimay-himay po. Ang evaluate mo is when you judge, you criticize, you defend, no? Titingnan mo, okay ba to? Kaya ba to? Maganda ba to? Na-effective ba to? O hindi? Okay? So that's evaluation. And of course, creating, this is the highest level now sa new version ng Bloom's taxonomy. And ito po ay kabaliktaran ng inyong analysis, no? Here, you are combining parts to make a new whole. But this word right here, it's very important. Dapat po bago. Bagong bagay, no? Your bagong konsepto, yung inyo pong nagawa. Hindi gaya-gaya lamang. Okay? So that's create. All right, so number 6, analysis is the right choice. Number 7, according to Bronfenbrenner, what system contains structures that have direct contact with the child? Okay, direct contact. Would this be letter A, chronosystem, letter B, exosystem, letter C, mesosystem, or letter D, microsystem? What do you think is the right choice? This, of course, is according to Yuri Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory. No? So, ayon sa kanya, para pong sibuyas, yung life ng isang bata may different layers. Now, there are several factors that can influence the life of the child. So, hindi lamang yung pamilya, meron din yung school, yung kanyang mga friends, yung church, yung environment, yung community as a whole, the government as a whole, no, yung workplace ng parents, etc. Mga pagbabago according sa time, no? So technology even can, of course, we know, greatly influence the behavior and the life of the child. Okay, so what do you think is the right choice here? Direct contact, direct contact. That would be your hint. And of course, ang tumpak na choice would be letter D, microsystem. Okay, so according to Bronfenbrenner's ecological system theory, as I've mentioned, marami siyang different layers, no? Maraming different systems that would influence the life of the child. So if this is your child right here, the microsystem is the immediate environment. Kaya po siya yung ating sagot kasi sabi sa question nyo, direct contact. So ito po yung immediate environment niya. Maaring yung pamilya, yung school, maaring nandyan, very close friends, andyan po. Mesosystem is the connection between the different parts of your microsystem. So for example, connection between the school and the family. Okay, so that's part of your mesosystem. Exosystem, indirect environment, although it can still influence the life of the child. Kunwari dito, yung workplace ng nanay or ng tatay, that would be part of your exosystem. Okay, or maaring yung kunwari may pagbabago sa entire school, no? So that can also be part of your exosystem. Macro system, social and cultural values, so bigger society na siya. And of course, chronosystem, chronological, no? It's the changes over time. Okay? But for number 7, letter D po ang ating tumpak na choice. Okay? Letter D is correct for question number 7. We move on with question number 8. Teacher H gave her first grade class a page with a story in which pictures take the place of some words. Which method did she use? Letter A, the whole language approach. Letter B, the Spalding method. Letter C, the rebus method. Or letter D, the language experience approach. What do you think is the right choice? For number 8. Number 8, what is our choice? So again, if you'd want to continuously watch our video, hindi po napuputol, and of course, so that you can download all our files, become a member of Team Pavlov. Just send a message through this Facebook page. Okay, saglit lamang po, sasawayin ko lamang po yung aking Junakis, patutulugin ko po. Hang on. Okay, what do you think is the right choice for question number 8? Number 8 na po tayo. No? So, Teacher H was teaching the class, tapos grade 1, no? First grade, katulad ng anak ko. And there is a page with a story, tapos yung pictures po would take the place of some of the words. What method was used? No? This, of course, is in teaching English, diba? Methodology na po ito. Whole language approach, Spalding method, rebus method, or language experience approach. And ang tumpak na choice, of course, natin dito would be letter C. This is the rebus method. No? So, whole language approach and spalding method, halos magkaparehas po yan. No? So, hindi pa isa-isa ang pagtuturo ng vocab, ng grammar, etc. But as a whole. No? So, whole language approach, magkakasama po silang tinuturo. Ang language experience approach, depende sa experience ng bata, yung pagtuturo mo ng lingwahe sa kanya. Okay? But let's take a look at your rebus method. So, ito po yung example ng inyong rebus method. No? So, some pictures would take the place of words. For example, no? So meron kang key dito, Santa. Itong picture na to ay si Santa, sack, toys, etc. No? So you can say, on Christmas Eve, Santa fills his sack with, he fills his sack with toys. The elves load the sack into the sleigh. Okay, so this right here is an example of your rebus method. So ito po yung spalding method nyo kanina, no? Hindi po spalding, but spalding siya dapat. It's a whole language approach, no? So whole language. Kumbaga magkakasama, magkakasabay-sabay ang pagtuturo ng different parts of language. Okay, so that's the spalding method. We go to number 9. What role does the teacher assume as a sage on the stage? Would it be letter A, facilitator of learning, letter B, authority to impose rules, letter C, dispenser of knowledge, or letter D, mentor to student? What is your choice? So again, if you'd want to continuously watch our video and download all our files, send a message through this Facebook page kung paano po kayo makaka-join sa Team Pavlov. Very easy, very affordable for you to join, no? At sigurado pong kayo ay makakapasa sa inyong licensure exam for teachers. Okay, number 9. Our terms here would be sage on the stage. Ano kaya yung role ng isang guro kapag siya ay isang sage on the stage? Pag sinabi mo pong sage, that means expert. Okay, so expert on the stage. Would this be facilitator of learning, authority to impose rules, dispenser of knowledge, or mentor to student? Okay, what is your choice? Ang tumpak na choice, of course, natin dito would be letter C, dispenser of knowledge. Kumbaga, siya isang eksperto. Alam niya lahat, no? Siya yung nakakaalam ng subject matter na to. And so, he talks a lot, he takes the center stage, and he dispenses knowledge, no? So, siya po yung nagbibigay ng karunungan, ng kaalaman sa kanya pong mga estudyante. So, usually, this is your teacher-centered approach, no? Your direct instruction method. Kumbaga, kulang ka kasi sa time, ang dami, ang lawak ng dapat yung pag-aralan, and so you would be the sage on the stage. Okay, so dispenser of knowledge ka po. Ito yung ginagawa natin dito po sa Let Review because of course we are tawag dito, we are pressured, no? Wala tayong masyadong oras, and of course marami, napakalawak po ng sakop ng inyong licensure exam for teachers. Okay? Facilitator of learning and mentor of student, hindi po ito, no? These are your guide on the side. Guide on the side, yung tawag. And authority to impose rules, hindi din po, we're not talking about the rules here since we are talking about the expert on stage, no? So dispenser of knowledge, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. So ayan, no? In the flipped learning transition, in our modern day methods of teaching, no? Iba na po yung nangyayari. Hindi na sage on the stage, hindi na si teacher yung salita ng salita, but now the teacher is just a guide on the side, no? So dapat paggawa ka ng paggawa sa estudyante para mas maging constructive yung learning nila, para mas maging hands-on, minds-on yung learning nila, at ikaw ay pa-easy-easy. So dapat po hindi na sumasakit yung lalamunan ni teacher ngayon. Kapag palagi kang walang boses, there must be something wrong, no, with your strategy. Pwede pong i-change mo yung inyong strategy of teaching. Okay? Number 10. What does it mean if the difficulty index of an item is 1? Would it be letter A, it's very difficult. Letter B, it's missed by everyone. Letter C, very easy. Or letter D, quality item. What is our choice? Kapag yung difficulty index ng isang item ay 1, ano pong ibig sabihin nito, no? We're talking about difficulty index, not your discrimination index. Kanina po, napag-usapan natin yung discrimination index, but this time, it is the difficulty index that we are talking about. So what do you think is the right choice? If your difficulty index is at 1, what is our interpretation? Okay, so 1. All right. So actually, you can move the decimal point 2 times, no, to the right po dyan at lalagyan mo ng percentage sign. Okay. So mamaya, papakita ko po sa inyo. Okay. So what do you think is the right choice? Pakilagay po sa ating comment box. Okay. So we are at item number 10. Meron pa po tayong 20 items after this. No? We are up to 30 items tonight. Okay, what is our choice? Would it be letter A, very difficult, letter B, missed by everyone, letter C, very easy, or letter D, quality item? And of course, ang tumpak na choice natin dito is letter C. It is a very easy item. Let's take a look at your level of difficulty. So ayan po siya na. As I've mentioned, you can move the decimal point 2 times to the right and write your percentage sign. So kunwari pag 0 to 0.20, meaning 20% lamang po ang nakakuha ng tamang choice. And so it is a very difficult item. 21% to 40%, it still is difficult. 41 to 60%, no, ito po yung ating aim. It's average, moderately difficult. So iyan po yung mga magaganda nating items. 0.61 to 0.80, it's an easy item, no? Because 80% got the item correctly. And 0.81 to 1, no? So that would be 81% to 100%, meaning all of your students got it correctly. Okay, so very easy ang ating pong choice for number 10. Number 11, what is the appropriate teaching learning strategy to respond to cultural diversity among learners? Kapag kaiba-iba yung kultura ng inyong mga estudyante, what should be your response? Ano dapat yung inyong magiging strategiya? Letter A, variety of teaching and assessment methods. Letter O, this should have been letter B, use of comparative assessment tools. Letter C, group entire class homogeneously. Letter D, one set of teaching learning methods. What is our choice for item number 11? Okay, number 11, what is our choice? All right, what do you think is the right choice? Number 11? Kapag iba-iba ang kultura, no? Meron kang mga estudyanteng Muslim, meron kang Kristiyano, meron kang mga Amerikana, may Koreans, may Indians, may Filipino-Chinese, may purong Pinoy, no? What would be your strategy? And of course, sa tumpak na choice natin dito is letter A, variety. Iba-ibahin mo po yung inyong teaching and assessment methods. We are not only talking about your cultural diversity here, pero maaari pong iba-iba din yung learning abilities or learning styles ng inyong mga estudyante. Okay? So, ang inyo pong actually letter C at D mo dito, parehas, no? Group, entire class, homogeneously, pare-parehas, no? One set of method. Okay? Your letter B is just using different types of assessment tools. Okay? But here, dapat letter A, no? Iba-iba ang inyong teaching and assessment methods. Number 12, what activity of human intelligence attaches value or quantitative description to measuring results of learning and school activities? Letter A, understanding. Letter B, critical thinking. Letter C, analysis. Or letter D, assessment. Ito, ayan na, attaching value. Nagbibigay ng value or quantitative description. When you say quantitative description, we mean numbers, di ba? May number kang ginagamit, na? So what do you think is the right choice? But when you say numbers here, of course, we're talking about your grades, di ba? So what is this? All right, what do you think is the right choice for item number 12? Okay, what's your choice? Okay, quantitative, numbers, grades, value, and of course, the right choice here would be assessment. Assessment po ito. Remember, assessment is grading, di ba? Assessment is giving tests and grading. And of course, after your assessment, you can do your evaluation. No? So, maganda kaya yung naging resulta? Effective kaya yung programang ito? Ano kaya yung po pwede nating i-improve, no? So that would be part of your assessment and evaluation na po. This is not just understanding or analysis or or even critical thinking. Okay? So value, quantity, grades, that's assessment. Number 13, if the scores of your test follow a negatively skewed score distribution, what went wrong? Negatively skewed. Okay, yung inyong score distribution, that means meron siyang tail, no? So hindi siya normal score distribution, hindi halos average yung yung grades ng inyong estudyante, meron mga estudyanteng nasa extremes yung scores. Okay, would this be letter A, items were wrong, letter B, items were not in order, letter C, items were easy, or letter D, items were difficult? What is our choice? Okay, ano kaya ang ating tumpak na choice for item number 13? Okay, negatively skewed score distribution. Ang ating pong tumpak na choice dito would be letter C. The items were easy. Hindi po items were difficult, no? So, remember, magkabaliktad po yan when you are talking about the skewedness, okay? So, when you are talking about the skewedness, that would be the tail, no? So, tail po yan. That's the part kung saan mas kukonti yung score, no? So, ito positively skewed score distribution. So magkabaliktad po siya. When you say, patpatin natin when you say positively skewed score distribution or skewed to the right po ito, that means yung tail niya would be at the right side, no? So yung tail niya would be at the right side right here, mas kukonte yung mga nakakuha ng matataas na score. Remember your Cartesian plane, di ba? Nandito yung positive or nandito yung matataas, dito naman sa kabila yung mga mabababa, no? So that means mas marami yung mabababa yung score if your score distribution is positively skewed or skewed to the right. Kapag ka negatively skewed or skewed to the left naman po, mas marami yung matataas yung score, mas kukonte yung mabababa yung score. Ayan, okay? So magkabaliktad. And so when you say that negatively skewed yung score distribution mo, mas marami yung nakakuha ng matataas na score, and so we can say that the items were easy. Okay, so letter C is tumpak. Number 14, in the 5S formula to create a conducive learning environment, which S stands for cleanliness of the workplace. Now, by the way, you pronounce this as cleanliness, not cleanliness. Okay, so is it letter A, shine, letter B, sweep, letter C, standardize, or letter D, sort? Okay, what is our choice? Okay, what is our choice?